real Joe?
Yeah, there's a real Joe. Yeah, Joe Cohen, and he's probably watching us right now. Hey,
Hi,
Joe, how are you? So that's the great thing about Joe. Joe is hands-on.
Yeah,
he owns this company, and he's hands-on. He started it with his dad by bringing snow blowers here to QVC in 2010.
Yeah.
So there is a real Joe. I love that he's hands-on because he says, how can we make things better that's not intimidating for the average consumer? Look, I know how to use tools. I can change a spark plug and all that.
Right.
But most people can't, and you get intimidated.
But I like to do it myself if I can.
There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that, and that's what the Joe line is all about.
I love that. This is another really great product. $69 is the price. It's brand new today. By the way, just because you're seeing sale prices on these things doesn't mean they've been around for years and they're old hats. These are brand new products, one right after the other, and you're still getting a sale price or the easy pay as well. So you can do 3 monthly payments of $23. You can pay $69 all at once. It's shipping and handling $750, and it's M93003, and it comes in just the one color, the green. So everything is matching.
Yeah, so this one plugs in. So this one's got a lot of power to it, okay?
Yeah.
Because you can see it's got a 21-inch blade. That's a big cutting area.
Right.
All right, it's double-sided. It's hardened steel blades that we have on here. But what I love about this guy is I can trim things that are up really high, things that are medium height, and things down on the ground, so I can keep my feet on the ground and walk away and stand up at a normal position.
And not have to get on a ladder.
And not have to get on a ladder.
That's the difference.
I mean, I've even had this out a second-story window trimming bushes, pine trees off of the side of the house because they were rubbing the windows and the siding. Yeah. Because you can do that well because it's so well balanced.
Yeah. Excellent. Let's see it in action.
All right, so I always put my safety gear on when I'm using these kind of things.
Where'd my glasses go? I left them somewhere.
And
we'll find them.
I have it plugged into a cord. There's a cord keeper on here, so this can't accidentally unplug on me.
Yeah.
So what? If I needed to trim something, so this is something that you may have around your house, like this is called Leland cypress. Yeah. Okay. How would I trim the top of this thing without getting on a ladder? Well, I can do it with this, and I don't have it fully extended. So watch, I'll extend this just to show you what I'm talking about. I get another foot and a half.
Oh my gosh.
Now look how high I could go to prune that up there if I really had to. And my feet are on the ground, so it's not a balancing act. But in this case, I don't need it fully extended, so I can bring it back down. And I'm just gonna take a tiny bit off just to show you how well this works. Okay? So just shaping this tree the way it should be, just like a professional would do. And that's all you're doing, is just taking a little bit here and there. Okay, all the way up to the top, a little bit off of there, a little bit off of this side over here. And that's all there is to it.
I want to try it.
Okay.
Now, by the way, it comes with a full 2-year warranty.
So you're going to put one hand on the padding here, one hand there.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
You can feel it's got a little bit of weight to it.
Yeah, it does. But all I got to do is push the trigger, or do I have to? Oh, I have a safety button I got to push in too. So I have to push in the safety button, and then, oh yeah. What if I cut something a little bit lower?
Yeah, even those things right there, just to top them off just a little bit.
Yeah.
But you can see how crisp and clean the cut is.
They need to be trimmed. And you can tell when people don't have it trimmed, it just looks messy, you know? Oh, that's great. This will be my new job at QVC.
Well, and the other great thing too is,
be like, you need to go outside and trim.
If you're leaning over and you're feeling...
This one needs a trim.
If you're leaning over and you're feeling, well, that's not the right angle.
Oh my goodness, that's right. It has different angles.
It has different angles. So now you were compensating by leaning over. So now if I need to round it off to get around the side...
Exactly, get the other side.
Okay?
Yeah.
So these are normally perfectly round bushes.
Yeah.
So the Japanese hollies, you could do that. If you needed to trim this up, you could do that.
Yeah.
You could even trim your rose bushes down later in the season. Right now I wouldn't trim them, but later in the season. So whether it's small plants, medium plants, or really large plants, as long as it fits between the blades, and this is almost 3/4 of an inch wide, it will cut.
Wow. I got to tell you, it's not hard to use. It's like, I mean, it's got some weight, but if I can lift it, it's not a problem. The other thing too is that is this just taking the 124-volt battery, or
Actually,
what?
this is corded.
Well, this one's corded.
Yeah,
That's
this
right.
one's
I forgot
corded.
about that.
So
You're
we
right.
have this one plugged in because of the size of the motor on this guy.
Yeah,
So we needed to have
big.
it a little bigger.
Yeah.
But you can see even
you know what? That's a heavy-duty piece for $69.
Right.
Like, I would expect that would have been over $100. But now, do I ever have to sharpen those blades?
No. You don't have to sharpen the blades. So I've had one for over 4 years now. I've never had to sharpen the blades.
Right.
I use it 2 to 3 times a year. I usually trim in the fall and the spring, or the 2 times when you want to prune things and shape them. So you can do that. So even the little hedges that we have over here.
Yeah, let's go.
These are beautiful hollies.
Yeah.
Okay. But every now and then you have to shape the holly. So if you wanted to get it level across the top, look, I can walk across the top here and cut these guys off. We got a little extra growth there. All right. Now look at the reach. I can even get in back here where it's overgrown a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't want to touch that tree back there. I have all the precision to go in there and trim these just the way that I need.
Control.
Yes.
You've got good control. I love hedges, especially when they have a clean kind of cut around the top.
Most people cut them in a box or a shape that they want. I mean, if you want to be Edward Scissorhands and shape everything into hearts or boxes or circles or squares, this tool will do it for you.
It will do it for you. So just take us through it kind of like real quick about where the triggers are and all that stuff.
So on this side here, you'll see there's 2 buttons. Again, there's our safety button right here. You have to press this in order for the blades to go. If I just press this, you can hear it. Nothing's happened. I press this, then I can let go of that one. So now the blades are moving. As long as I leave that pressed in, blades are moving. As soon as I stop, they stop. Okay.
Is this also something you could use for a handle?
Well, there's actually a little piece, and I don't use it just because I like to bounce on myself, but there's a little harness here. So you can wear this over your shoulder to help balance it out, especially if you're working on things that are over your head.
Yeah.
All right, and you're going to be doing that for a period of time.
Yeah.
Put the little harness on so it gives you like a little pivot point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay.
So that comes with it.
So then we go to the next part.
You have the all padded handle here.
And then how do I extend it?
So this little piece here. So when I take this little tab and I push this open, now you see there's only a little gap here. Watch. Now I go 1.5 feet longer. So now, in my case, I can reach 14 feet in the air to be able to cut bushes, shrubs, plants, whatever it might be.
Which is amazing, because 14 feet. How tall are you otherwise?
So 6 feet tall.
Yeah, 6 feet. So now you're going up to 14.
I have a full, I mean, look,
at
I can go to the top of the 2nd story window here at the house.
That's amazing.
Okay?
What if you had vines growing up, you know, and you needed to cut down those vines or something?
My feet are on the ground where they should be. I'm not balancing on a ladder. I mean, I know QVC has a lot of great ladders. I love my little giant ladder, but I don't want to be hanging off a ladder using this.
No.
I want my feet to be on the ground. So
exactly.
This allows me to do that. It allows me to give me the professional look around my house without the professional cost.
Right, exactly. We're talking $23 a month. And then when you get up here, then this is what you push in to be able to change the angle?
Yeah, right there. So there's a little pivot point here. So when I press this large button, now I can pivot it all the way to a 90-degree.
Which is nice.
So if I want to walk across the top of the hedges and get that beautiful straight line, flat line across the top, I just did this at my house that I have at the beach. And I boxed him off, and everybody's, wow, who's your gardener? I said, Joe. Like, can I get his number? I said, yeah, it's QVC's number. And like, what do you mean? I'm like, I use all my Sun Joe tools. Because I love them.
Call Joe. That's exactly right. Call us and get Joe at your house. And then go back to the blade. If somebody just joined us and they're like, okay, this is interesting. This is a great price. And if you've never had a Sun Joe or an Aqua Joe or a Snow Joe product before, I'm telling you, they're amazing. They really are. And QVC makes them affordably, and they do make them easy enough. Like, we have the blower, we have the, I want to call it the weeder, but there's all those different things that we've had.
All my tools are Joe tools.
Me too.
And most of them are battery powered. This one's just plug in because it's a bigger motor. Again, you can see how big. I'll stick my finger in there. I don't have to worry because the controls are down there. There's the safety buttons. But just to show you size-wise, up to almost 3/4 of an inch, 0.70 is what fits between each blade. If it fits between the blade, whether it's a limb, a leaf, a twig, it will go ahead and it will cut it. And it will cut it crisp and clean. It's not tearing it, because that's the way to keep and promote the growth of your plants, your bushes, your shrubs, by pruning them back, shaping them up nice. Look, you buy this once, you use it. In my case, I've had mine now. I have one of the original ones, probably 5 years. I love it.
Yeah.
And I love that I can do it and change the angles so that I have things that are down lower.
Yeah.
Look, I can walk along the bottom of things and trim like this without having to lean over in an awkward
you just
position.
turned it over.
I just turned it over.
That's
so now that if I
amazing.
needed to prune things back, like I said.
We need to prune that one thing.
So if you need to get in there to be able to do that, look, you can do this and just go nice and slow. And just follow the curvature of the plant. That's all you need to do. Now, I don't want to touch the other plant over there. That's how precise I can get in there without touching the other plant.
Amazing.
All right?
That was beautiful.
These things are, and it's not hard to do. It really isn't. Just take your time.
Yeah.
There's no intimidation about it.
Is
and it's
there
got
much
a 2-year
assembly?
warranty. No, all you're going to put is the 2 poles together. They screw together. There's no tools required.
By the way, I just want to remind you, yes, a 2-year warranty on this one. Sale price, we're talking $69, 3 payments at $23. Shipping and handling $750. It's M93003. And oh my goodness, are we already at the end of the hour? That was so much fun.
Yeah.
It really was. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thank you.
If you missed anything in this hour, please go back to QVC.com and just look at items on air. You'll be able to see everything that was in this show. I have my order that needs to be placed for a few things from me and from my hubby. All right, coming up next, it's going to be noon. You know what that is. It's going to be a Today's Special Value, and it happens to be food. I can't wait. Lunchtime.